What's going on?
Here with Naazim Richardson here, Steve Cunningham workout. Steve making his heavyweight debut. He did this a few years ago with a young guy named Bernard Hopkins moving up in weight. Any similarities to what Bernard went through and what Steve's going through moving up in weight class?
The one thing I'll say about Steve is taking nothing away from Bernard or any other fighter. Nobody's heart is bigger than Steve Cunningham. I know guys who have big hearts like Bernard and various fighters, but Steve's heart is huge. It's just by him having a different personality. See how tough he is because his personality is so vast. You know, I don't compare anybody to Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins is an exceptional thing. He's that rare thing that comes along. You know what I mean? But Steve's a rarity in his own stance. You know what I mean? And just willing to take on that challenge to jump up there with them big guys. It's just ridiculous, and I think the people are going to be surprised. You know, no, he can't just stay in line and fight giant after giant after giant, but he can make a significant noise and put himself in the right kind of position where the people will be surprised. When they look up, they're going to be shocked. They're going to wonder how. It's one of those things. Wait a minute, you fought this guy and this happened, and now you're fighting the bigger guys? Yeah. So we know the naysayers are there. We're going to solve them.
Does the training methods, are they a little bit different preparing for guys? You're fighting Jason Gavern, who's probably going to be about 25, 30 pounds bigger than Steve on a fight night. The training methods any different? You work on different things, being that he is, quite a guy who's significantly, at least weight-wise, bigger?
It's like anything else. There's a period where you can make mistakes and they're forgiven. Then there comes a period where the mistakes you make are no longer forgiven. He's moving to a division where the mistakes are no longer forgiven. There'll be no my bad, man, I slipped. No, there'll be no mistake. The mistakes you make in this division can change the way you talk to your children. You know what I'm saying? When you mess with these big guys, you look up and you'll put a pamper on your dog and sit your daughter out on the back porch at night. That's how backwards things will be before you getting hit by these big fellas. But I think as long as he stays smart with his athleticism and he got the courage of a lion, like I said, I think Steve Cunningham's going to surprise me.
Jason Gavern, what he brings to the table on September 8th?
Big, awkward, in a lot of ways unstable. You know what I mean? I know Jason from the amateurs. And he's a test. Everybody who fought him in the pros said they're going to step their guy up to a little test now as heavyweight. And they were fighting heavyweight from the door. Well, we're coming right into the heavyweight division taking that test.
I mean, he's known as, quote, a gatekeeper. So you're walking right up to the gate on the first fight.
From the door. We have no choice. We have no option. And this is the guy. When they were talking about finding the right guys, I didn't feel like he was the right guy. You know what I mean? I'm like, he's tough, he's awkward, he's big, he's strong, he's been around experience. I felt like, man, this is like a pro debut all over again, man. You know what I mean? You're just trying to learn how to fight without your shirt on. Steve was like, man, that's the guy. Let's get him. Yeah, I'm on board.
With obviously the last two fights, the results didn't go your way. You feel like the slate is wiped clean now, being in a new division?
Yeah, he can't do anything on hindsight except bring the reputation of how solid and how professional he is. If he brings that reputation, then he's good. You know what I mean? But you can't rest on the laurels of I was a two-time champion. But he was. He knows championship level fighting.
Do you have an ideal weight for Steve? What do you think, Steve, at heavyweight? Where do you think he fits in best for him?
I think being an amateur fighter, you learn to be prepared for anything that comes. He comes from that amateur club. I think fight where you're comfortable. Trying to get big could do nothing but slow you down like these guys are slow. So don't do that. And most of these big guys are going to be working on speed to try to match it, to try to get big. So they're going to work on speed. So last thing you do is come down and meet them in the middle somewhere. You don't want to do that. So stay where you're comfortable. Stay to your advantage.
You think about 205, between 205 and 208?
I wouldn't lie to you. I was blessed to work that fit like Bernard and Steve. I don't even have to look at the scale, and I don't look at the scale. I mean, I don't. I was with Steve for like 2-3 fights before I ever saw him on the scale. Yeah, I mean, them guys, you don't have to worry about them guys, man. Wherever he's comfortable, I'll look at him in the gym and see what's look good and what don't, and then that's where we're coming from there.
Obviously, we have to ask you, any thoughts, you think Bernard fights again, or?
Bernard is conditioned enough whereas though, whatever decision he makes, he's intelligent enough. Whatever decision he makes, I'll support. You know what I mean? Because I know he's bright enough to make the right decision. But we got to go to work, baby. Try to keep these lights on.
Naazim, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, Mark.